They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
A first down carry for Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he'll do a nice job. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill steps away. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Tannehill to the sideline. Randy Bullock out now for the Tennessee field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Here's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Flushed out, and he can't foul after the sack. Work to be done. Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. And this is in.
I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. On 4th down, Tannehill. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
And goal.
Henry is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill out to his left. And he's going to go down. Here's Henry. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Bullock's kick is good, and they're able to double their in the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the 41, Prescott. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good
from there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Touchdown, Titans. Robert Woods. 49 yards. And the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott looking completions. Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Fourth down, Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws. An interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Over the throws a diving catch. And we're just to the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Bullock's kick is good, and that will... By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game, start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up...
Homing drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Prescott's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And
I would continue to go in that direction.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown, 47 yards. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within his score as the lead's cut to 8. Drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Chigakonkwo, 72 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it?
But, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And he was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Prescott on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he makes the catch off the...
He's got to go up and get it. In this case...
We talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any... That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They begin with Henry. And he's going to...
If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It's a 47. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met at the line.
When he gets there, is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open.
Play action, it's Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Now Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got it. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line's in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in from where we stand right now in the 4th quarter. This one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing now, Tannehill. Open man downfield is Woods. Now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Titans have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the
drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother?
To erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.